Today we're taking a look at these MLB matches, which are happening on Friday, August 19, 2022, and giving you match breakdowns, betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes, let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. Multiple plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 360 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting picks that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks. Going back to our video, we will give you 2 betting picks for each game, a team pick and a total pick based on facts and detailed explanation. So make sure to watch our videos till the end so you don't miss any of our picks. Los Angeles Angels vs Detroit Tigers. The Los Angeles Angels open up their 3-game weekend series with an American League road tilt with the Detroit Tigers. It has been nothing but disappointment so far this week, with the Angels getting swept at home by the Seattle Mariners. Meanwhile, the lowly Tigers hung tough and split even on the road against the Cleveland Guardians. We'll see if they can keep their heads above water when playing host to the Angels on Friday. Patrick Sandoval is slated to start at pitcher for the Halos opposite of Detroit's Matt Manning. Our team pick is Los Angeles Angels for the win. And here is why. The Tigers love to have random games where they seemingly show a little life and then it's right back to the same old struggles. Rinse, wash, and repeat. That's what Friday's game feels like heading into their weekend series with the Angels. They might also be dealing with more than just the Shohei Ohtani show as well, with 10-time MLB All-Star Mike Trout possibly returning for this game. So Matt Manning is clearly going to have his hands full dealing with 2 of the scariest power hitters in baseball. It's a recipe for disaster, with the Tigers being so limited in how they're able to respond. They don't have the bats to get into an offensive shootout with the Halos and their 2 legendary sluggers. It's never a good sign when the opponent is the worst at scoring runs with the 3rd least hits on average. I'm rolling with the Angels in this game. Our total pick is under 7.5 runs. And here is why. Detroit scores the fewest runs in baseball with an average of 3.20 per game, and Los Angeles is 25th in runs scored with an average of 3.85 runs per game. The total has finished under win 10 of the last 15 games that Detroit has played against a team from the American League West, and in 10 of the last 15 games that Detroit has played on a Friday. Texas Rangers vs Minnesota Twins. The Texas Rangers will begin a little road trip as they play the first of a 4-game series in Target Field on Friday night against the Minnesota Twins. The Rangers are sending southpaw Martin Perez to the bump as he is coming off a no decision against the Seattle Mariners, where he went 6 innings and gave up 3 runs, 1 earned, on 4 hits with a hit by pitch, 5 walks, and 7 strikeouts. The Twins are having righty Dylan Bundy heading to the mound and did not factor into the decision against the Los Angeles Angels, as he pitched 5 shutout innings with a pair of hits, a hit by pitch, a walk, and a strikeout. Our team pick is Minnesota for the win. And here is why. A loud and clear message was sent to the Rangers roster this past week with the firing of manager Chris Woodward. Things need to get better. The Rangers brass spent money this offseason bringing in an expensive middle infield as well as bolstering their starting staff, and yet, the results have not been there. The team will now finish out the 2022 season with an interim manager, and with the understanding that even more changes are likely this offseason as the Rangers try to return to the perennial playoff team that they were in the 2010s, when they made the playoffs 5 times in a 10-year span. On Thursday, the Rangers wrapped up their series with the Oakland A's with a 10-3 win. Nathaniel Lowe blasted his 17th home run and drove in 3 in the victory. This is a must-win 2 out of 3 at minimum series for the Twins. While Perez has pitched well this season, exceptionally well in fact, he struggled both in his last loss and in his one outing with the Twins this season. In his loss to the hard-hitting Astros lineup, Perez gave up 7 runs on 6 hits in 6 innings of work. Against the Twins in July, Perez gave up 7 hits and 6 runs, including 2 home runs. In both outings, Perez gave up a large number of fly balls, something he has been able to minimize for the most part this season. After having exceptional ground ball to fly ball ratios in the first 2 months of the season, Perez' numbers have gradually tailed off in that category, and thus far in August, he has given up more fly balls than ground balls. Not surprisingly, this month also represents Perez' highest ERA of the season, as it stands at 4.76 through his first 3 games. Minnesota has played markedly better at home than on the road this season at 34-25 entering play on Thursday afternoon, and the Twins are 31-20 against teams under .500 and 19-16 against lefties this year. Our total pick is over 8 runs. And here is why. Both offenses have been scoring well as of late, as the Rangers are scoring 4.14 runs per game in their last 6 games, while the Twins are averaging 4.33 runs per game in their previous 7 games played. Houston Astros vs. Atlanta Braves. On Friday evening, the Houston Astros and Atlanta Braves clash in Game 1 of a 3-game series at Truist Park. The Astros will start right-hander Lance McCullers Jr. while the Braves counter with Kyle Wright. Our team pick is Braves for the win. And here is why. If Wright is a go, I really like the Braves in this opener. Wright will be working on 7 full days of rest and should be strong. Wright, despite complaining of fatigue, still is 4-1 in his last 5 starts and remains an elite starting pitcher. In his 22 starts this season, the Braves are 16-6. At home, Wright is 9-2 in 13 starts with an ERA of 3.03. The Braves, as a team, are 39-23 entering Thursday afternoon's finale with the Mets, and 8-2 in their last 10 games. Houston will start McCullers in the opener but will understandably be cautious with the right-hander coming off injury. I don't expect him to last past the 5th inning against a Braves lineup that is deep and capable of grinding out at-bats. Look for the red-hot Braves to send out a message that the World Series title still resides in Atlanta in the opener. Our total pick is under the total, and here is why. The Astros will go with right-hander Lance McCullers Jr. in the first game of this interleague battle with Atlanta. He threw 6 scoreless innings in an 8-0 victory on Saturday over the Athletics. McCullers has been out since the 2021 postseason because of a flexor tendon injury and was solid against a poor Athletics lineup. The right-hander allowed only 2 hits with 5 strikeouts but did walk 4 while throwing 47 of 81 pitches for strikes. He had some control issues in his first start that he needs to clean up, but it was a promising debut for the righty. He better clean it up before this matchup against a deadly Braves lineup. This is an elite matchup between 2 of the better teams in their respective leagues. The Braves and Astros will both be in the playoffs, and each club boasts an elite pitching unit. The Astros enter this matchup with the 2nd lowest staff ERA and WHIP while holding opposing batters to the 2nd lowest batting average. They serve up the 2nd fewest home runs per game, the 2nd fewest runs per game, and have 3 elite arms at the top of their rotation headed by Justin Verlander. Lucky Lance had a great game last week but struggled with his command that the Braves will surely make him pay for here. With that said, I still think this game stays well below the projected total, with a 4-1 type of victory for the Braves and Kyle Wright.